Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Madam President, Board of Trustees, and Superintendent Hailey, we are so honored to be here, and we thank you so much for allowing us to present and sharing our story tonight. We'll introduce ourselves as well as our school and our grade throughout the presentation. To start us off, I'm Joe Rupert, a sophomore at San Dieguito Academy and the co-president of the Encinitas for Equality Youth Group, SDA's Multicultural Anti-Racism Coalition, and the North County Coastal Director of Gen Up San Diego. And we are Diversify Our Narrative, SDUHSD, a grassroots student-led organization. Next slide, please. What we will be discussing throughout this presentation is how we found each other, what the San Dieguito Unified School District is currently doing that aligns with our goals and initiatives, what we have done and what we hope to accomplish, and finally, how staff, students, and admin can get involved and become a part of our team. Ella will now take you on to the next slide.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ella. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, I'm a senior at CCA, and I'm just gonna share some background on how our group came to be. So basically, earlier this semester, SDUHSD's chapter of Diversify Our Narrative, which I'll just call Dawn from now on, it's when it was founded. And basically, Dawn is a nationwide initiative dedicated to incorporating more texts of by authors of color in English and literature classrooms, and having more like discussions on identity, bias, and race within the classroom as well. So as one of the first members of SDUHSD's chapter of Dawn, I was looking for ways to outreach to more SDUHSD students because I felt that the issues that we were targeting would need more students across the district involved. So one day, sort of like coincidentally, I opened up Encinitas Advocate, which is like the newspaper, and I saw that some SDA students who are actually like Joy and Aya were holding a protest that sort of targeted issues similar to what Dawn was trying to do. And I learned that they were part of Encinitas for Equality, or E for E, which works to foster racial diversity and equity in Encinitas. So in hopes of a collaboration, I just sort of reached out to Joy and Aya over Instagram. And, you know, ever since then, I think this was like August or maybe September, we've been working together pretty regularly, multiple times a week. And it's been really, really awesome. So yeah, that's just a little bit about how we came to be, and now I'll pass it off to Kylie.
Next slide, please. Hi, I'm Kylie. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Great. So like Ella said, hi, I'm Kylie. I'm a senior at CCA, and I'm a member of both Dawn and the Raven Diversity Network at CCA. And I'll be touching a bit on what the district's already done regarding diversity and inclusion. And so first of all, we want to acknowledge and really thank the district for their continued work on equity within our schools, from reaching out and meeting with the San Diego County Office of Education Equity Division Office to their efforts on non-discrimination policy and those guidelines within our schools. There's like definitely no doubt that they've been active in their efforts to combat racial discrimination. And as a student organization, we've also had the incredible opportunity to meet with Board Trustees Young and Mossy, as well as Deputy Superintendent Miller and Associate Superintendent Marcus. And their input and their guidance has been so helpful, and we're so grateful to them for allowing us the chance to meet with them and collaborate. And Dawn exists to be a bridge between the district and the school sites, so we're really excited to continue to work with the board and other district members in the future. And now I'll let Roxy take the next slide.
Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. Hi, my name is Roxy Morris. I am a senior at Canyon Crest Academy, and I am also co-leader of this district's Diversify Our Narrative chapter. So what have we been doing since the summer when we first started up this chapter? Well, we've been connecting with organizations led by students from across the district. This encapsulates CCA's Raven Diversity Network, Gen Up San Diego, No Place for Hate Club, and SDA's Multicultural Anti-Racism Coalition. In August, alongside other Dawn chapters, we pushed for the passing of Bill AB 331 through the California Senate. This was a bill that proposed making ethnic studies a high school graduation requirement for California high schools, starting with the graduating classes of 2029 and 2030. We've also organized district-wide projects furthering our goals of ethnic diversity and awareness. So like right now we're working on a project titled Personal Stories, which is a project that showcases instances of racism experienced by our own students of color throughout our district. We have been drafting district proposals and letters, as well as arranging protests and planning events that introduce ethnic studies to educators, like a webinar we are hosting tomorrow that we will be giving more information on in a bit. And we have also been submitting public comments to board meetings and meeting with local ethnic studies professors through our connections with Encinitas for Equality, who have been giving us some great advice on how to actualize ethnic studies practices into our own classrooms here in SDUHSD. So yeah, now I'm gonna hand it over to Francis, who's gonna talk more about our future plans on the next slide.
Hi, everyone. Is my voice coming through?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So hi, I'm Francis. I'm also a CCA senior and the other co-leader for Diversify Our Narrative SDUHSD, and I'm going to be talking about some of our goals for the future. Moving forward, one of our main goals is to grow our DAWN team. So as of right now, we have students from CCA, SDA, and we've also met with administrators from Torrey Pines and LCC. And our goal is to have participation from all the schools in this district so we can really unite students under this common mission of promoting diversity and inclusion in our classrooms. And we would also like to connect with parents, teachers, and community members as well. And as Kylie mentioned earlier, we hope to continue meeting with board members and school administrators in order to accomplish our shared goals. We would also like to encourage all school sites to establish their own diversity clubs and have our weekly DAWN meetings serve as sort of a safe space where students, parents, teachers, really anyone who wants to come join us, we can all come together, help each other out, share ideas, and have proactive conversations about diversity. Another focus of ours is to hold events such as multicultural days to celebrate our district's diversity and webinars such as one we're holding tomorrow to give everyone an opportunity to learn from professionals about ethnic studies and ways to be actively anti-racist. Ultimately, we would like to pass our DAWN proposal, which is to have mandatory texts by authors of color and corresponding curriculum in English and literature classes, and have ethnic studies be a separate course and high school graduation requirement. Now I'll pass the next slide over to Aya.
Hi, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
I'm Aya Jaffro, sophomore at San Dieguito Academy and the co-president of the Multicultural Anti-Racism Coalition and Encinitas for Equality. I'm going to be explaining to the board as well as any students, staff, or admin watching on how to get in touch with and involved with Diversify Our Narrative so we can continue meeting and working together as a district-wide equity group. Once again, DAWN is open to anyone involved in the district, whether that be teachers, parents, students, or board members. You can first email Dawn with your name, school, and email address. This email address will be used to add you to the Slack channel where all the information is relayed. You can also go to diversifyournarrative.com and click on Get Involved, click on Join Us, and fill out the form under Become an Organizer. We also have weekly meetings, which are Fridays at 3 p.m. on Zoom, and there's more information, including the DAWN proposal, which can be found on our link tree. And next, I pass the slide on to Shiva, who will be talking about the webinar.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Great. My name is Shiva Consagra. I'm a junior at CCA and a member of Diversify Our Narrative. I'll be giving more information about the webinar, which is tomorrow, Friday, from 3 p.m. to 4:15 p.m. Diversify Our Narrative SDUHSD is hosting a webinar that is called Discussing Racial Bias, Identity, and Diversity in the Classroom. This is really geared towards teachers, but parents and students are also welcome to come. And I also just want to take this time to extend the invite to the board trustees as well. Our hope is for teachers to be introduced to the conversation of diversity and then further this conversation in their own classrooms. Our speakers will break down how to address this topic for different STEM and humanities classes, briefly discuss the history of ethnic studies, and explain why ethnic studies classes are important. We have 4 speakers, 2 professors who are both involved with Encinitas for Equality, and 2 members of the nationwide Diversify Our Narrative organization. So if you're a teacher, and even if you're not, please sign up using the link on the screen. It's completely free. You can also use the QR code by scanning it with your camera or by using an app. The webinar will also be recorded, so even if you can't make it, we will send out the video to everyone that has signed up. So I hope to see you all there. I'll now pass it on to Emma.
Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Emma, and I'm a senior at CCA. We hope this presentation provided information on our current and past projects, as well as what we hope to accomplish moving forward. We look forward to collaborating with you all in the near future in the hope of building up and adding to the incredible sense of community we already have within SDUHSD. Thank you again, Madam President, Board Trustees, and Superintendent Hailey for this opportunity. Does anyone have any questions?
I have a question. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So you guys obviously have done a lot of incredible work. Your presentation speaks to that. And you've talked very eloquently about next steps that you would like to see within the district. If there's one thing that you would want to prioritize that you think that we as a district should embrace and that would be most beneficial to our community, what would you suggest that be?
I can start off on this one and then everyone feel free to jump in. But I think something that would be very beneficial that I think we all can agree on is to just have continued meetings like this, because we've met with trustees Young and Mossy before, and we're very grateful for that. But we want to kind of continue this relationship so we can continue, making progress on these goals that we have, because if we have a lot of these goals, and I know a lot of them will take a little bit more time to come to fruition, but if we can just continue having these conversations and this relationship with one another, I think that would be extremely beneficial.
I love that.
Okay, is that it? Thank you.
All right, thank you for coming
Thank
today.
you very much. It was very thorough.